The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Raising Cane's, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Cole Wilson, my intern. Great to have you back on the show.
I'm very happy to be back, Gary.
You're getting into your tennis season, so you're a busy guy right now.
That's right, yeah, for sure.
And our team of the week, Henry Clay Blue Devils. What a great baseball team they're going to have this year. Jordan Torrance is the coach out there. He's got three of the players coming in, and they're all different positions, but they're very good at what they do.
Yep, that's for sure. That's very right. I'm excited for the baseball season. It's one of my favorite sports, for sure.
Yeah. Our features on the Sweet 16 that's going on over at Rupp Arena, we're going to see some of the fans in the stands over there. That's a good feature.
Yes, for sure. I love March. Great month.
Go ahead.
Great month.
Yeah.
March.
Our scholars are from Lexington Catholic, and they played tennis over there, something you know a little bit about.
I do. I know Ben. It's going to be a great feature. I'm excited for that.
AK's here, too. That's her nickname.
Right.
So we're going to talk to AK as well. And Scott True is in as well. We're going to talk to him. And our KHSAA notes are on Mr. and Miss Basketball. And can you believe it? They were won by the same school this year.
That's
Mercer
crazy.
County.
A sweep. First time ever.
First time ever. And we got another Sutherland Chevrolet drive of the week as we head down 27 to Sutherland Chevrolet. And also Cody Begley's here from UK Sports Medicine, our title sponsor. And we'll talk about something that'll keep you in the game.
That's right. Always a great feature to have here.
And then we're going to wrap it up in the wrap. But you know what we got? We got the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We call it Game Time here at WKYT. It's brought to you by PrepSpin, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky.
Last year, Clark County and Mercer County met in the Final Four. Mercer County beat the Cardinals by 11. They went on to win the state title. This year, the teams meet again, and Clark County says they're more prepared than ever. But Mercer County, they're trying to punch their ticket back to the state championship. Lady Titans can shoot. Faith Lake left open, and Clark County pays. Mercer up 10. Haley Harrison blows past the Lady Titans. She scores 2 of her 8 points. Later on, Lexi Lake, she hits a pair of trifectas in the first half. That one from the top of the circle, and Mercer up 22-9 at the half. Second, Faith Lake pulled the trigger from the corner. She had a game-high 11 points. The lead was 15. Clark County goes on a little bit of a run, though. Kennedy Igo finds Malia Bell down low. Cardinals down 11, but Mercer County has so many weapons. Robbins to Souter. The turnaround paint is good. She finished with 10, and Mercer County gets the win 44-27. Moving on to the finals.
3 years in a row, we were Final Four, state champion, and we're right back in the state championship game again. So it just speaks volumes of how they've bought into our program and over the years, and they've stuck together. So they're just always on the same page with each other, and they legitimately like each other.
So it just seemed like nothing could get in the way of another title for them. The hoop the size of the ocean in the first half. As they took on Mercy, Sagan Robbins pulls up for a 3 in transition, 5-0 Titans. Later on, Robbins over to Emma Davis in the corner. Mercer jumps out to a 23-7 lead. Everyone getting in on the action. Here's Emmy Souter from the top of the circle. Mercer County shot 63% from 3 in the first half. In the final seconds, Lexi Lake, she beats the buzzer. Nice shot there, Lee K. 52-14 Mercer at the break. And they showed no mercy in the second half, hitting 4 more threes and securing a back-to-back state title, winning 74-34, led by Lexi Lake and Emma Davis, who both got 17 points.
Last year after we won, everybody was just asking, are you going to repeat right after we won? So I think that was a little bit in our heads, but it was really nice to see these last 2 games. Really, everybody just cut loose and play like we know we can.
And it's incredible to win not only 1 but 2, and it be back-to-back is just amazing. So it's really special, and all these seniors get to go out with such a bang.
There's no words to describe what it really means to any of us because it's unbelievable. There's really no words. It's so surreal.
And welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. We want to thank Roberts Insurance. They're out in Richmond, Kentucky on Main Street, out there where you live there, Mr.
That's
Cole.
Right. Drive by it every day.
They insure over 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Speaking of this great state, we got a great baseball team in with us. Jordan Terrence is here from Henry Clay High School. Henry Clay Baseball, give us your 2018 outlook on your team this year.
Well, Gary, thanks for having us. I'm really excited about this year. We're optimistic. We have 9 seniors this year, so we have a lot of experience. We have a lot of veterans. We have a lot of leadership. I think our pitching staff will be our strength this year, but going with those seniors, we have a lot of young guys. We have a lot of young talent. It's probably the most diverse roster we've had at the varsity level in terms of we have 2 freshmen, 5 sophomores. We have kids of all ages that will contribute for us.
And saying your pitching staff's a strength, that's pretty strong because that's where it all starts. If you got a good pitching staff, you're going to have a pretty good team.
Coach, who'd you bring with you today?
I brought 3 of our seniors. I brought my center fielder and leadoff hitter, Devin Wilson-Cowan. I brought my catcher, TJ Keck, and I brought one of our starting pitchers, Proctor Mercer.
Well, Devin, let's start with you. As a center fielder, you see a lot of things out there. You see the whole field out there.
Yes,
what are you looking for out there as a center fielder?
Well, as a center fielder, I'm the captain of the outfield, so I make sure my left fielder and my right fielder is lined up correctly. We adjust off of the hitter, whether he's a big power hitter or whether he's just a small, weak contact hitter. And I also adjust off the alignment of TJ right here because he shows me where I stand most of the time.
That's one of the best explanations I've ever heard of what a center fielder does.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's good.
TJ, as a catcher, you got a lot of responsibilities. What exactly are those responsibilities?
As a catcher, I would say some of my responsibilities, first and foremost, I'm the captain of the field. So pre-pitch, I'm making sure that all of my players, infielders, outfielders, are all lined up correctly. Based on if we have anybody on base, maybe put a play in, bunt defense. And then to go along with that, I would say keeping my pitcher's emotions in check and making sure that he's locked in at all times.
And Proctor, I don't have to ask you what the pitching staff's going to be because Coach already said it's going to be the strength of the team. Would you agree with that? And who are some of the other pitchers that are going to be on? I know you're the ace of the staff.
Well, we've been working really hard all offseason. We did a weighted ball program. A bunch of guys have gained velocity, so that's a good factor. And we have 4 senior pitchers this year coming back. Big part of our innings from last year. Sean Gibbons is one. He's a great pitcher. Matt Mills, Drew Kendi, another couple guys. And we have a few juniors who are going to contribute a lot. Will Newberry and Kennedy Parks. They're real good. So
yeah, should be a good staff.
Coach, tough district, tough 11th region. Like every sport in the 11th region is tough, and it'd be no different if baseball wasn't. So. How do you plan on taking this?
It is, and this will be our first year with 5 teams in the district with Douglas. So it's always important in baseball to get a good seed. You're always trying to get a good seed, but I think now it's going to be even more important because you want to stay out of the 4-5 game. But Scott County has won the region the last 2 years, so they're back-to-back district champions and region champions. So we know going in that it's going to be a challenge to beat them, but these guys have worked, like Proctor said, they've worked really hard this year, and that's one of their goals. They know that our senior class hasn't beaten Scott County since they've been here. It's our turn to take back the district.
So Scott County is kind of the bar there that's been set in your district. So, Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Henry Clay Baseball, thank you guys. You're going to be a great team this year. Look forward to seeing you play on Prep Spin this year, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks for
That's the Henry Clay Blue Devils, our team of the week. Now we're going to this feature. It's on the KHAA Sweet 16.
The headline says it all. The best teams from across the state will meet on this court for what's known as the greatest show in hoops. Scott County's here.
Excited about it. I don't get come very often to this.
Corbin's on the court.
It's a good season. Had a lot of losses, some losses, but we fought hard in the region tournament and we got here.
Defense! Defense! The Estill County Engineers are in the house.
The trains are rolling.
The boys' Sweet 16 has been going on for more than 100 years, and this is the Engineers' first appearance.
Go Big Blue! Engineers! Engineers all the way!
I'd say there's nothing but tumbleweeds in Estill County today. Like the snow, that's it.
Everybody's talking about it. That's all you hear. The windows are all decorated. It's exciting. Brings tears to my eyes.
Before their first game in the big dance, some Estill County residents had to deal with power issues after a recent snowstorm left about 1,800 people in the dark.
A lot of our parents was without power, and they went to come on over last night and got a motel room and stayed here so they could be ready for today.
Power or not, there was plenty of energy from the Engineer fan base today. At Rupp Arena, Angela Reigard, WKYT.
And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Josie Thacker, my intern out of Franklin County High School. Good to have her back. And, of course, our most popular segment, because we highlight boys and girls doing great things in the classroom. That means academics. So congratulations to both of you for having those great GPAs. I understand they're well above 3.8. That's fantastic. So congratulations for that.
Thank you.
To begin with. Ben, what's the tennis looking like for you this year at Lexington Catholic?
This year, our boys team, we have 7 players total. We have 4 returning players and 3 brand new players. So our biggest task this season will definitely be trying to get those new players into shape and get them used to hitting the ball and their consistency down.
Yep.
And AK, how do you think your all's team looks this year?
Well, we have a pretty big team this year, 22. We have about 3 new players, so a lot of old players returning, and it's looking pretty good.
Well, Coach, what can you tell us about these 2 players and Lexington Catholic tennis? I know Ann Brueggemann's the head coach. You're the assistant coach.
Yeah, Ben, I've got to watch Ben's game grow in his time at Catholic, and so watch that develop and how much hard work he's put in and improved his game. And he's going to be a regional contender this year. Really excited about that. And AK, I really enjoyed watching her play doubles last year. State quarterfinalist last year with a freshman and a 7th grade partner. So really excited about them and watching them grow as a doubles team and the things that they've done. So it's really exciting stuff, especially with the girls with the numbers we have coming back and what we were able to do last year.
Yeah.
Ben, where do you want to go to college and study?
Right now I have it narrowed down to Louisville and UK. I'm looking to study in the engineering pathway, so looking at those 2.
Well, AK, you've got a lot of time thinking about college.
Yes.
But what do you think you'll work on in tennis to get you where you want to go down the road?
I think this year, playing doubles, we should work on communicating on the court and working together to get where we were last year.
It's all about communication, isn't it, Coach? You got to tell the other guy where to go, hey, switch, things like that.
Very much.
It's a big part of it.
Very much so. Very much so.
Well, Ryan Tyson at Crown Trophy will present both of you with a beautiful plaque. If you pass that down to AK, Ben, you both get one. And congratulations, and thank you for coming on the show, and keep up the good work. And it's going to be a pretty good tennis season this year, I can tell.
Really excited about it.
Really good tennis season. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
That's our Scholar athletes from Lexington Catholic. Now we're going to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Here's your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. It happened in the first round of the Boys Sweet 16, a matchup between Scott County and Trinity. Final seconds of the game, Trinity up by 2. Scott County needing a big shot, and Cooper Robb gives it to him. A 3-pointer in the corner with 5 seconds to play to give the Cardinals a 1-point lead, and Scott County survives with a 54-53 win over Trinity. That is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Well, it was a Mercer County sweep for the 2018 Kentucky Mr. and Miss Basketball Awards.
And the winner is Sagan Robbins, Mercer County.
Trevor Faulkner, Mercer County.
Sagan Robbins, who will play at Louisville next year, scored more than 2,500 points in her career, helping lead her team to back-to-back state championships. Trayvon Faulkner, the NKU signee, scored more than 3,000 points and grabbed more than 1,000 rebounds over his career. It's the first time in Kentucky history the award was given to players from the same school.
That's crazy. I was really proud of Trayvon. He definitely deserves that award, and I didn't know if we would both get it, but I think it's pretty crazy that we did. I'm just really happy for both of us.
It's really cool to have 2 players from the same school. It's never happened before, and to be the first, it's really it's really amazing. It feels good.
And welcome back into our UK Sports Medicine segment. Cody Begley's with us. Thank you for joining us, Cody. Good to have you. Let's what are NSAIDs?
So NSAIDs are non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. Some of the common ones you probably heard of is ibuprofen, Aleve, Motrin, Naproxen, things like that.
I guess the next question is, when should you use NSAIDs?
So typically when you want to use NSAIDs is after an injury. It helps to cut down on the inflammation process and usually will get you a little bit faster back into the game.
Okay. And how many NSAIDs should you take?
So typically what we tell our athletes and average people at that matter is on the back of every bottle there's a use as directed. If you should always follow that, it'll have over 12, under 12, adult dose, situations like that. And if you ever have any other questions, you should always consult with your local doctor, physician. If you have any other kind of questions, they can always help you with that.
Well, you know, NSAIDs are something that we don't normally think about because we don't think of them that way, but they're very important, especially when you're hurting out there and trying to play a sport.
Exactly.
So that's Cody Begley with UK Sports Medicine. Let's put their website up there, the phone number. You got the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday.
Monday through Friday.
At 7 o'clock there at the great facility. UK Sports Medicine, our title sponsor. Now we're going to these final highlights. These highlights brought to you by PrepSpin.com, the leading digital network in the state of Kentucky.
Scott County had 1 week to prepare for their first round matchup with Trinity, but only 1 day to prepare for one of the top teams out of Eastern Kentucky in Corbin in the quarterfinals of the boys Sweet 16 this afternoon. Billy Hicks taking on his former school and former player in Corbin, and that's the head coach Tony Petrowski. Corbin's Andrew Taylor drives inside, pulls up for the long two. He led Corbin with 25 points. Corbin was up early, 17-14. There's Diablo Stewart, throws up a three and sinks it. Scott County making their way back on top, 25-22. In the second half, Cards come out hot. Glenn Covington makes the breakaway layup, and Scott County was up 10. The Cards get the win 73-62. Covington led the team with 20.
Well, let's see, Glenn was 5 for 11 from threes. That's a pretty good percentage of threes. But yeah, I think Glenn and it really stepped up and played. And Glenn is probably the pound for pound the best athlete on our team. You know, I really expect that out of Glenn every game. To be honest with you, I think Glenn is capable of being a great defender and an outstanding offensive player too.
Pikeville taking on Warren Central in the afternoon matchup at Rupp. Pikeville down early, but this helps right here. Wyatt Battle for three. 10-4 Warren Central. Battle tosses it up. Watch this. Amazingly, somehow that goes in, but hey, every bucket counts. Warren Central up 20-6. Panthers' Kyle Watkins with the rock. He drains the corner three ball, 23-9 Warren Central, and Warren Central runs away, winning 74-57.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm proud of my interns, Cole Wilson, Josie Thacker. You had a great run there at Franklin County. I tell you, 3 years as a regional champion and made it to the state finals twice.
Yeah, it was really exciting. I was proud of us this year too. So,
Cole, your tennis team, I know you're the #1 singles player, but what about the doubles and all that? Well, how's Model looking this year?
Doubles was an interesting dynamic for our team this year. We had a lot of guys with a lot of talent, and we're just trying to figure out how those pieces worked. I think we figured it out. We're ready for our first match Monday, so we're excited. I think it's going to be a good season.
You play Sayre. Is that at Sayre or at Model?
At Sayre.
At Sayre. So go out and see them play Monday at Sayre High School.
Be fun, yeah.
And great run by Franklin County.
Thank you.
As always on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see.
Keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Panel Swim Shop, PRATS, PrepSpin.com, Raising Cane's, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.